Y'all better tighten up.
Oh, yeah. About to be on.
2, 1, 5.
What's up, guys? Titan Lifestyle with Big Drew.
Titan Lifestyle is Friday. We're back at it again. And we got a lot of great topics for you guys today. I hope you guys are tuning in, checking out the podcast, checking out the YouTube, checking out the Instagram, and checking out the Facebook.
Yep.
Let's get right to the topics. What do we got today?
So, let's go. Let's bust it in. So, it's Friday. Let's go. Some of the good topics we got to go over. The first one, our Titan events are coming up. More events than ever going on. So, if you guys want to come by, we are going to have Iron Bay Classic on September 12th. Along with the St. Pete Fashion Show, too, as well, that night, downtown in St. Pete. And you can actually make both events the way the timing rolled out this year. It was just really, really good. So, you guys, what's going on? You guys got to make it out for sure. September 12th, Iron Bay Classic, and then the St. Pete Fashion Show. And we're going to have some awesome clothing, some exclusive stuff that you guys have never even seen before.
It's going to be a great time. Last year was a great time. The atmosphere, the vibe's good. It's a chance to see the athletes to actually get to relax. Like a lot of these people in the office are working so hard, they get to go too.
Yep.
You see some of them there too. But the athletes is not only it's a good time to see the new clothing, but the athletes can kind of mingle with each other, get that Titan vibe, and it's real good. Last year was my first year going. It was a lot of fun. It was my first time walking the runway.
Yep.
Got my runway on. This time I have to, I might need to lean out a little bit more for this one. But it's going to be a great, great time.
Yeah, man, it was a great time last year. I mean, we blew it out of the water, and it was our first year doing that. We sponsored these events before, but we're like, hey, listen, we're going to be the title sponsor. We'll present, and we want to do our lines and let us be like, the grand finale per se. So at this point, that's what we're going to do this year. So it's going to be really, really cool. We kicked butt last year. Drew looked awesome last year. Now he's got some experience on the runway.
Yeah, it was.
So we're really going to kick butt. And, this year it's going to be kind of crazy because, last year was just one show, right? Because there was no social distancing or anything like that. But now we're going to have two shows. So 7 o'clock and 8:30 on that night. And we're going to have to do it for you guys 2 times instead of 1 time. So it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting, man. So
get your meal bags packed up, get your change of clothes packed up.
Oh, yeah.
Straight from the Titan show over to the fashion show. So it's going to be a great show.
Titan will be in full effect taking us over there for sure. We're going to have the crew. It's actually going to work out really well instead of getting a whole bunch of Ubers. I've been doing this for a lot of time now.
Ubers.
And like to go on these events, even to go on the road sometimes in the state of Florida, or even here, you got to transport maybe like 8-10 people, and how many Ubers is that? Maybe 2-3 Ubers, and then coordinate them on your phone and everything like that.
Yeah,
so
they're never arriving at the same time and everything. So.
Oh yeah, all right. So it's gonna work out really well. So I can't wait. So if you guys are in the area, make sure you guys come out and join us for one of the events. Come out, meet us, have a great time at either one of them. It's your choice. All right. So the next thing. So we talk about sports all the time. We grew up with sports. I love sports. It seems like sports are getting a little bit more political than I'd like to see here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for, using their platforms. And these guys' social media platforms is a huge thing.
Yeah.
But the games and stuff like that, like, little kids are watching, and they should learn too as well. Mm. But at that point, do you think that we should scale back on the politics a little bit in sports? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know if it's happening more now. I think it's maybe just being exposed more now. Just like everything else, everything's being exposed now. Whether it's music, whether it's celebrities, whether it's politics, sports, everything's out there now. So I think sports should just be sports. Like whatever the field or rink or whatever they play on or whatever type of sporting event it is, I think it should be decided with that. Any sport that's judged, if it's a sport where it's judged and it's not a score, that's a little bit different too. Because if you're dealing with sports where there's referees and this, if the referee is the alma mater of the school, he's it's kind of So there's always going to be some type of funny thing there. But I feel like whenever something's judged, unless you're Usain Bolt crossing across the finish line, everyone can clearly see you're the winner.
Right.
If it's judged, it's always going to be politics.
Yes. I believe that. I believe that. It doesn't matter which way it's going to be. It's politics or anything,
bodybuilding especially.
Bodybuilding especially. I mean, Drew said it. I mean, listen, we've seen this stuff in that sport. We haven't seen it really in these other sports. And, You know, like I said, I'm all for what they're wanting to do and using the platforms and stuff like that, but not to play the games. I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, let's play the games at least. And at that point, use your platform. Talk to the media afterwards. Social media is out there. I mean, use your platform. So at that point, let's try to scale out of the games, though.
Sometimes I feel like just because someone is an athlete or just because someone is an actor or actress doesn't mean that they're like a role model or should tell people how to live their life.
Right.
You know, just because you came up through the ranks and you made a couple movies and did great, that doesn't mean you should be, you know, doing seminars and telling people, you know, relationship advice. Just because you have the money and the platform to be able to reach that audience, I don't feel like it's good like that. So it's like, do what you do.
Yeah.
You know, rappers want to be actors, actors want to be rappers, you know, everyone wants to do something else. Just do what you do.
Right. I agree, man. Too many crossovers. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, so the next one. So Florida, we always got these crazy stories for you guys. If you guys live here, you guys know about these crazy stories. Yeah. If you don't, you probably heard about it anyway on the internet or whatever it is. So this one's pretty crazy. So an Epcot guest had 2 loaded guns and marijuana in the diaper bag when she was going into Epcot. So this chick's from Atlanta, 27 years old. She's going in. She has the kids and everything like that, but she decides that she's going to go in, and then when they look through her diaper bag, they found first it was a 9mm. Then they found the bag of marijuana, which was 20 grams or less. That's what she got charged with. Mm-hmm. And then, which is crazy, she even got charged for marijuana charged anymore. And then in a .45 caliber, loaded all these weapons. So she didn't have a concealed license, though. So she would have been all right, but she would have been trespassed from Disney if that would have happened. But the marijuana, I guess that, you know, they took her to jail as far as that goes. So
she had a license to conceal.
She did not. So you can't conceal a weapon if you don't have a concealed license to do that. I have a concealed.
Was she like at the hotel or was she at the park?
No. She was
in line to go on ride with a diaper bag full of.
No, she was going to enter the park.
I don't know.
I mean, you got to be smart enough not to take in loaded guns to Disney.
But
and
to
marijuana too.
To me, it maybe seems like
unless you're prescribed it.
Depending on how much
weed.
Depending on how much marijuana that is. I mean,
under 20 grams. So what is that?
I don't know if someone could smoke that all while they're there. But then again, you can't smoke there anyways. Yeah. So to me, maybe it seems like maybe there's some type of drug deal going on.
Yeah, it was almost an ounce. I mean, it's not much.
So maybe it's some type of drug deal going on. She had the gun for a safety thing, thinking automatically.
Two handguns to go into Epcot. You pull those guns out around kids. I mean, come on. This is just.
Yeah, where were the kids? Did she have any kids with?
She did.
Yes, that's not.
She was ready for anything.
She did. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Hey, listen. You know, a lot of people want to protect themselves these days too. So who knows what it was really about?
Not only that too. If it happened recently in Epcot, we also know that
it did. It just happened.
There was also a big, huge outburst at Disney or Epcot. It was all over YouTube where some guy started going off and the family members were fighting. Remember the guy?
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was the guys were going to Disney. He was going there with his family. They walked up. The person that was, you know, policing the mask policy there went up to him and said, "You have the wrong mask on." And like, if you guys don't know, so you're not supposed to have ventilators on your mask if you go into Disney. It's not allowed. So you have to have a face covering, but not with a ventilator of any sort. So they were like, okay. So they went back to the car. I guess they all changed masks, except for like maybe a little kid, because they came back and the same person said, "Well, the kid still doesn't have the right kind of mask on." So the guy got really mad, I guess, and that's when he, swung at the guy and hit him. That dude said he didn't, but I know the guy, you know, he's
I'm talking about the guy that was swinging on the women and all that.
Oh, that's another one.
No, there was another guy at Disney. That's why I'm saying maybe she brought the gun because of the marijuana. There was another one at Disney. I'm sure you could pull it up.
What is going on at Disney?
I'm sure you could pull it up real fast.
You guys got to behave.
It happened at Disney. I'm not sure if it was on YouTube, and it's been all over the news, and they had a follow up on it and everything. Yeah. Some guy went crazy at Disney and started fighting his own family, and someone pushed his bomb. He came back and knocked a couple girls out, Everyone
What?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's it. Right
Knocking
there.
girls out at Disney.
And it was his family. It was like it was crazy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he was like, I don't care. He was going crazy and punching people, this and that. So I'm saying if she watched this video and then the next day she's gonna go there, she's like, I don't know what's gonna happen at Disney.
Wow.
But you can see how crazy it gets. What's going on, man?
Yeah, this is
that guy right there, and then he's going up. He just.
Wow, sorry guys, we're watching this video and I hadn't seen it. And literally, this dude's like punching these people out at Disney. So, if you guys get later, check this out on Facebook or it'll be on our YouTube. Go to our YouTube. Yeah. Oh man, he hit all the girls. Wow.
Yeah, the guy in the pink, the guy in the red or pink. Then someone said that someone pushed that girl that.
Jesus.
So he just started going off on all these women. He said, this one, it was a mess. So in other words,
he beat that girl pretty bad.
Maybe this lady saw that happen at Disney, and then now they're
unacceptable.
Unacceptable on all levels. But I'm saying when people are so infused with what's going on in the world, and so that fear is being put in your mind every single day. When you got people bringing guns to Disney, and something's really going on.
That's definitely a problem. People are scared. You never know what's going to happen, so keep your head on a swivel. I said that Tuesday.
Yeah.
Illmatic, hit the office up. They'll hook you up if we got any tank tops for you guys. We got all kinds of Titan gear. So if you guys want to get that Titan gear, go to titanmedicalcenter.com. You guys can purchase some of it right there. Hats, shirts, and stuff like that. If there's something you see that we have on or in a picture, call or text us. We get new gear in constantly, and some of it's exclusive. So there's only so much. Yeah, there's only so much we get, or so many we make. So we're trying to make it a little rarity there. So at that point, if you guys want it, you guys see it, let us know. All right. All right. So let's talk about the therapy of the week. Actually, it's two therapies. It's called the Ultimate Healing Package, and these combine BPC157 and TB500. So body protection compound 157 and thymosin beta 4. That's what TB500 replicates. All right. So at that point, what do these things do? So these things can help you in a number of different ways, from acute injuries to chronic injuries. They've helped a lot of patients. They help myself. I know a lot of athletes of ours. I know Rachel Daniels. She used this pretty good amount.
When you get that lean as she gets, the leaner I get, the more my joints hurt. So
her back too. She's got all that stuff in her back, like titanium and stuff like that. So she's got all kinds of inflammation and stuff like that. So pretty crazy. But how does it work? So it does angiogenesis. It creates new blood vessels, right, and helps with cell mitigation. So basically helping more blood go to those areas to help heal it, right? So BPC157 comes from like your gastric juices. It's an amino acid chain, 15-based amino acid protein. So at that point, it's good for a lot of stomach issues like IBS, leaky gut. That's another big one that a lot of people suffer from. It'll also help with inflammation. So rheumatoid arthritis, usually regular arthritis, ligaments, joints, tendons, muscles. Really cool. And they work in almost the same way as far as that goes, but BPC157 has to be site injected, or you want to shoot it closest to the site area, where TB500 works systemically through the body, so you can inject it subcutaneously in the stomach area, and it's going to go throughout the body. Right. Now, what I would do is, and what I've done, in my opinion, is I put them together, and then I'll inject them closest to the area that I can get. Now, if it's in some weird angle area, and no, you shouldn't go directly into a joint or a ligament or a tendon or anything like that, get close to the area, do sub-Q, so if it's shoulder area right here. I'm going to do a demonstration for you guys on a video next week, so stay tuned for that video. And I'll inject TB500 and BPC157 and show you exactly how I do it. So you guys will have some
pinch. Yeah. If you can't pinch anything at all, I don't know if you want to just run up in there.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're on your elbow and you're not going, you're literally on the bone of your elbow. If you can't get any type of meat with pinching, then you don't want to. Then you don't want to. Right. You do it if you can't. If you can't get meat with, the worst thing you want to do is go into a tendon or a bone depending on how close it is.
Yeah, depending on how big the needle is too. Usually this is a half-inch needle. They're not going to have really issues with hitting bones and stuff like that. Now, you always could hit a nerve or something like that. Usually you're not going to, but it could happen. So nothing.
Yeah, it's nowhere near a needle that you would use for an oil-based injection.
No, like a big 23 gauge.
When you hear people like, "Oh, injection." Wait a minute. I remember the time I went to the doctor. No, it's not that inch and a half, 22 gauge that they put in your quad, or or even it's not even the size of the ones that they even give babies. If anybody out there has babies that give babies their shots. Yeah. This needle's even smaller than that.
Yeah, no vaccination needles. So we got a question. It says, how are there long-term effects or side effects for TB500? So no, there's no long-term side effects. They're negative. I mean, hopefully this will help you heal the area that that you have problems with. That's the whole point. A lot of people use these peptides in particular to try to avert going into surgery. If they can heal themselves more naturally, they're going to go for that effect, because it sucks when you get surgery. You're down for, like, I got a slap tear. I probably have to get surgery. I'm going to do this run for you guys where I'm taking BPC157 and TB500 and see if I can heal this by myself. Now, I'm going to document it all, and I've already got, the MRIs beforehand to show you guys when it went down and when I finally got looked at, because I had the problem for a long time. So we're going to see how good it works and show you guys. But as far as negative side effects, no. Now, TB500 is banned by WADA, which is the World Agency Doping Association. And at that point, they are the overlookers of all these different sports as far as Olympic athletes and stuff like that. So TB500 is banned. BPC157 is not banned. So that's pretty cool. Now, they do have a test they just came out with, so they can start testing for it. But as far as that goes right now, they're good to go, as far as I know. So check with, if you are an athlete, you want to check with your affiliation of whatever it is. So cycling, basketball, baseball, football, all that, check with your normal people that you do on the ban list. Next one.
All kinds of topics today. We're going to go right into the Elon Musk. What's going on with this brain Bluetooth?
Okay. All right. So Elon Musk.
I'm going to connect like this, and my head's going to be just with a Bluetooth. Is that what you're saying?
Like turn on your phone. Have a brain. Like turn on your phone.
This is like, I don't know.
It's like a microchip that they're going to sew to your brain. They're going to have a robot that sews it to your brain.
Is it only for the super wealthy, or is it going to be like a situation where 100 years from now everybody's just,
The reason that he's coming out with this is he said that he's trying to make the playing field basically between artificial intelligence and us at the same. So we don't basically get passed up and we can keep up. So, he said that basically the surgery is going to be so common, it'll be like a LASIK surgery. It could
freaky.
It's really it's freaky. It's cool. I guess I'm like
it's cool if it's not
tech guys.
To you.
I might get this done.
Think about
If this comes out, I might get this done, Drew.
Remember back in the day, shooting lasers into your eyes was weird. People do it every day now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you shoot lasers in your eyes, it has an effect, and then after that, it's done. This has an effect. It's in there. Like they can control. They control. I guess. Because right now they're not going to be able to control it. Once it's in there, what if now they have a system where now they can actually go in there
upgrade,
and they could change your mind. Your favorite color is blue. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Now it's red. Now your favorite color. They could change your mind. So right now you might not see a problem with it. Oh yeah, they'll put it in. They're not going to do anything.
I mean, you
20
know what?
Years from now, next thing you know, they could just.
I think a giant mnemonic. Like I'm that old, where Keanu Reeves basically had a hard drive in his brain, and he would transport information. And information is vital, and knowledge is power. So information is power.
Just like everything else, I'm gonna see how everyone else,
everyone
else deals with it before I do anything.
Oh man, so it's. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be one of the first ones.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? We're just sitting around hanging out with the implants, and hey, you getting that update?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you seeing this? Are you seeing what I'm seeing right now? Like, it's pretty crazy how this is gonna get. So biotech is coming though.
Yeah.
So biotech is here. Biotech is coming. They got 3D printers that are printing organs. Organs, real organs. Like I'm like, holy cow.
So all this Beyonce talking about upgrades, and she could literally be serious. She could be like, I'm gonna upgrade you, and you really in your brain have to upgrade yourself.
Brain upgrades.
Crazy.
Aesthetic upgrades. I mean, this is really crazy. So modern medicine and technology are coming together, and they are making some very, very big strides in all these different fields. So today actually is when Elon Musk is going to supposedly give the update, because he did talk about this before. It's the V2 update. So we're going to see what he's talking about. Now, this one specifically, he was talking about people using this for prosthetic arms and being able to use signals to do motor skills.
Paraplegics.
So it's going to help, exactly, it's going to help a lot of people that are disabled right now that can't do anything about it. So now this might actually give them hope and might give them more quality of life, which is huge, huge. So I got mad respect for Elon Musk and what all he's done, from the car industry to SpaceX to now this Neuralink. I mean, this guy is just, he's on fire, man. Whatever he does, he's in all the way, 100%.
I can't believe people even think to do something like some of the stuff he's doing.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's awesome. It's really, really cool. Yes, he's basically the new age Tony Stark. That's what I want to be. That's awesome. I'm recovering from RA, rheumatoid arthritis. I was on TRT up until 3 years ago. Can you suggest another therapy? I found out my TRT was mixing with grapeseed oil, but this causes inflammation in the body. Any thoughts? Okay, so the best thing you can do is you want to change the testosterone with a different carrier oil, right? So sesame seed is one that you could probably use, and that's a more common one. I think we use too for some of the patients because everybody's different in effect with different esters, and I was talking to Drew about this, from cypionate, propionate to enanthate, and then different carrier oils like grapeseed oil, which is like what the manufacturers use, like Pfizer, Watson, that's the main carrier oil. But now the compounding pharmacies will make sesame seed oil. So, because some people have a problem with grapeseed oil, and vice versa. So at that point, that's what I would do. For the RA, as far as inflammation going down, there's a couple different ones. Glutathione is great for inflammation in the body. BPC157 by itself or TB500 can also be helpful for inflammation. One thing I did notice with BPC157 was when I inject it closest to the area, I get the most relief in that area, some sort of pain relief, just for a short period of time.
Might be actual fluid in there lubricating itself.
It could be. It could definitely be, but it definitely does help. So that might be one for you, or multiple therapies that you could try out, because TRT in itself is going to help with inflammation in the body. So you want to make sure your levels are at least good or optimal, and they're not crash or low. All right.
Yeah, my cypionate's always that I'm prescribed is always sesame.
Sesame.
Yep.
It's a really good carrier oil as far as that goes. The viscosity is good on it too as well. The thickness of the oil. So a lot of people do well with it. So that's what
one thing I won't ever recommend, or it shouldn't even be able to be made like that, is peanut oil.
Yeah,
if you ever see anything that has peanut oil or anything like that, regardless if you're allergic to peanuts or not, don't take it. It's not made to be in the body.
It's not.
And a lot of these oils that you see in the grocery store that say grapeseed, that's not the same grapeseed that they're using.
Right.
So I mean, depending on don't try to get smart and go to the store and be I can buy some grapeseed oil and my elbow will feel better. Yeah. And you can have cellulitis in your arm and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Have a whole other issue. It's not the same type of grapeseed.
It's not sterile.
Yeah.
All right. It's not sterile. So don't use it.
Big different
not supposed to be in there.
You're not putting Wesson canola oil in your arm.
Yeah. Don't try to pump your biceps up like those, like the SEOs, like dude. These guys putting mad.
Yeah. Like
I mean, I see these videos of these guys, dude.
Yeah.
Valentino was one thing, right?
Yeah.
But these guys in Russia and stuff like that who look it literally looks like balloons on them.
Yeah, and the thing is,
like
it's a lot of the times, like, it's bruised, irritated, you can see it's discolored, no vascularity, no muscle, so you know it's just full of oil, and they keep doing it. I don't understand. Like, if you see a bruise or you see an infection, like, it's going to hang off, like, it's going to fall off.
Yeah, it just...
Not only that, their blood pressure is going through the roof, because think about it, you're putting that much oil in your body. When you have that much oil in your body, water can't move through oil. Blood can't move through that much oil, so it's just kind of moving around it, and it's just jacking you up.
It definitely cause problems, and you look stupid.
Yeah, don't do this.
You don't look good. I don't care what these guys think. They don't look good. They definitely get attention for the way they look.
Look at the discoloration and
I mean, this is just ridiculous. Anyway, so don't do the carrier oils, okay?
Yeah.
Don't do these SEO oils. Stuff like that. You guys can get it. You guys want to pump Hercules potion. Look at his chest to his arms. Wow, this
Oh my
YouTube video.
God.
That's
There's
crazy.
there's
Wow.
no doctor in the world that's going to recommend that, and the stuff that they're doing, there's no doctor ever.
Synthol
if
freaks,
someone's
that's what it's
seeing this,
called.
if someone's watching and seeing this for the first time, this is not doctor recommended. This is not
No.
anything that has to do with working out.
Or,
These are like,
or with Titan.
these
You
are
know,
people that have like mental issues where
Yes.
they don't
Yes.
understand what's going on.
Yes.
So if this is the first time you guys seen this, this is not. These people probably don't even really work out.
No.
You could look like this and not work out. They look like crap.
They can blow
So,
up like
you can
balloons,
see
like
the
cartoon
arm,
characters.
the discoloration and the infections and all that. Like, what's going on? Come on.
Looks bad. Looks
Yeah.
bad. All right. So, inmate saves baby from locked SUV.
That was great.
This is
That's
a good
great
story,
news
right?
there. Yeah, I mean,
he
you might
used
as
his
well use
skills for good.
Yeah, I couldn't believe when I saw it. Like, they basically they were transporting inmates, and the lady was stuck in the car. The inmate said he could do it. They said, "All right, we'll see if you could do it," and it took him less than a minute.
Damn.
He got her out. Both of them were just like, bam, bam, bam. It was like less than a minute. They got her out. Like,
Wow,
yeah.
this guy's in the stripes and everything,
Yeah.
unlocking this car. This is
Yeah.
crazy. So, this inmate did a good deed. He got this lady out of the car. She was locked in. It was hot. You know, somebody just died here in Florida. A police wife died in the back of the car, which was crazy. He's inside sleeping from a midnight shift. Nuts, man. Just crazy the things that can happen. Getting locked in a car. Nuts,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Tampa man serving life sentence for murder. He was released after DNA finally came to light. So there are inmates out there, there are people out there that get charged with crimes. They go through trial, and the justice system really it does them a disservice. Knocks them down, and they get found guilty, and then they have to serve these long prison sentences, like 37 years.
That's ridiculous.
I'm only 2 years older than that. I'm 39.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean, I couldn't imagine being in jail for 37 years for something you didn't do.
how old is the guy? Because when I saw a clip of him, he didn't look to be that old. So I mean, he must have gone in when he was really young.
Right. I mean, I don't know, because the guy.
But
Yeah,
37
you're right.
years, so I mean, he hasn't seen anything. I mean, maybe I don't know what type of prison he was in.
37
If they had
years.
TVs, some jails they don't have TVs or anything, so they don't know anything.
This
like
guy
about,
probably didn't know what an iPhone looked like. I mean,
yeah,
you
he
know what
probably
I'm
heard
saying?
about him like in a note or a letter, but yeah.
Wow. So DNA is awesome, right? So DNA can it could be either a good thing or bad thing for you. If you did the crime, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
If you didn't do the crime, it's going to be really, really good, and it's evidence. So,
If there's ever a time for like a GoFundMe,
yeah.
like blow this guy's stuff up
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he
yeah.
deserves it. Like I'm
Yeah.
sure he's not gonna. They're gonna give him a little bit of money here and there.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, look at the guy. You can't even. I mean, 36. The guy,
Gosh.
37. How old was he? This guy doesn't look.
This is in,
He looks maybe 47 right here. So how old was he?
Yeah.
It happened in
Oh.
1983.
Wow.
83.
It's
Wow.
37 years, however old he
Yeah,
was back then.
yeah.
It's nuts, man.
Blow his GoFundMe
It was
up.
COVID.
Everybody donate to that guy.
What up, Florence? How you doing? What's going on, guys? Nice to see you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. So we're going on some of these topics. We talked about some of our events. Crossover in sports and politics. No, Epcot guest. This chick had 2 guns and marijuana. Got arrested. Healing package, TB500, BPC157. If you guys want to know more about that, call or text the line, 727-389-3220. An inmate just saved a baby locked in an SUV using his skills. That was awesome. And Tampa man serving life sentence for murder, rape, released from prison after getting cleared by DNA. We already talked about Elon Musk and the Neuralink, which is awesome, controlling electronic devices possibly, prosthetic arms for people that are disabled, maybe have them walk for paraplegics. That's awesome stuff, man.
Yeah.
It really is. All right, so this one was pretty crazy. I read about this today. Let me know if you guys have read this article and what you think about it. So researchers announced first ever clinical trial combining MDMA and LSD. Now, these 2 drugs were already getting studied by themselves, but they want to see if MDMA can take the edge off the LSD trip, because they're using these for psychedelic, psychological,
Experiences?
healing. Okay, so people that have been abused, relationships, so they can mend relationships more, trauma, PTSD, so a lot of these different things. So
How is that gonna? I don't understand
these
how that-
experiences. So even magic mushrooms, so they're starting to become legal in some states already.
I don't see how that can.
You know,
I mean, it's almost just like drink the pain away. I mean, it's almost to me.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
listen.
understand, like,
I mean, listen. I like my mind secure, and I like to be in control. And these drugs can cause you to be out of control.
Another way to alter your mind. It just seems like there's so many things with the brain thing.
Yeah.
And there's so many mind altering stuff
Yeah.
going on right now.
Yeah.
The news is mind altering. You know, everything is mind altering right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're getting reprogrammed. You didn't even know it. You know.
Yeah,
So it's crazy. So they're combining these, and what they're going to do is they're going to do like a placebo and MDMA, and then placebo and LSD, and then LSD and MDMA, and then one by themselves. They're going to do 100 micrograms of each when they use the doses. So if you get the MDMA, you're going to get 100 micrograms in placebo. If you get the LSD, it's going to get 100 micrograms in placebo. You mix them together, 100 micrograms, 100 micrograms. That person's probably going to feel really out of control.
Now, I've never, like, what
really
is the
high.
feeling? Like, I've always heard the stories,
So,
I've heard of people. Like,
it's more of a...
I always hear, like, the trippy, like, you know, like, what's that movie with the guys in the birdcage?
Oh, you're talking about like with melting and stuff like that?
Yeah, like, people are always like, oh, I see, like, I'm just too much of a... I've never wanted to try anything where I'm not in control.
Yeah.
So, like, even, I mean, I've drank before when I was younger in college. I don't drink anymore, but I always want to be in control.
Yeah.
So I'm always, like, paranoid. If I take this, if I do this, I'm going to be so out of control that I'm going to do something,
Yeah.
you know.
You don't want to risk it. You're being responsible.
Yeah.
That's understandable, man. I'm right there with you.
That's why it's clinical. Like, do they lock someone in a room to see what happens, or they actually give it to them and say, go out in society and try this drug?
No, they're
Because
gonna
kinda
monitor
like-
them clinical. So
Yeah.
this is for clinical research. They're gonna take blood pressure. You know, they're gonna monitor and see. Hey, listen, is this effective? What's gonna be a safe dose and stuff like that.
Only type of boost I need is some ECA.
Yeah,
Something
well,
like that. I don't need
the crazy thing about MDMA was this was sold in GNCs long ago.
Yeah, it
In the
wasn't
80s,
it in the.
This was in the 80s. Where this is really big. These sold at bars. You know, so
What was there was a drug that was in the original Jacked pre-workout. There was a.
I don't know. I don't think it was MDMA.
No, maybe not that. It was another. I don't know. But
Another banned substance.
yeah, I'm thinking what now is going to be banned. If there ever gets a time where caffeine is banned, it's going to be a lot of.
I don't think they're ever gonna get to that.
They
point.
can't really because it's natural caffeine.
Yeah,
But still, like
it's
they
still
get to the
considered a
point
drug
where- I think that
by definition.
Yeah, I think the caffeine's getting too much. I mean, they have bangs in Walmart.
They should definitely have a
I
limit
mean,
on how much
there's ladies
caffeine
buying
you
their
put in,
sons
for sure.
bangs because they like the taste of it, not even really understanding like how much caffeine that is. So it's like, I think the cap is 300.
Yeah.
The highest you could be is 300 per serving. But then again,
Wow.
there's sell a can with 900
Yeah.
milligrams and
Or
just write 3 servings.
9
on
servings in it. Yeah.
There it
What are you
is.
talking about?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah. Oh, DMA. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one's gone banned, banned, and
Ban,
banned.
ban.
Ecstasy and 3 women are great. Mushrooms are great in ice in a great while. Oh yeah. So all these drugs are like mind altering, you know, and good and bad. What up, Stacy? So at that point, you know, if they can be used for good and they can help people, I'm all for it. Now, maybe at smaller doses, people can control it more, or you know, they can get a good therapeutic effect. Who knows?
I'd be too much of a. I'd have to like be monitored. If I was gonna try something like that, like I'd have to be like, okay, like if I take this, make sure there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like I would be paranoid.
Yeah. No, it definitely gets crazy, man. It can
I just
get
don't want the
nuts.
whole world to be medicated or chipped up with a brain in their chip or popping something or
It's
everybody's.
happening too.
Yeah, you know.
Damn.
It's crazy.
You don't want.
It's
happening.
getting crazy. It's getting crazy. All right, guys. The Titan Masks. They're for sale. They're on the website. You guys can go to the website and buy the Titan Masks. We've got them in different colors: black, blue, gray, like a light purple, like a pink. We've got that one. We've got a digital camo. I've got more coming because they're actually pretty nice. So people actually want to wear these things, which is awesome. So get your Titan mask today. Get it from the website, or you guys can call or text 727-389-3220 to get yours. And what I'll do for you guys is we'll pick a person after this. After the show, text mask to 727-389-3220. We will pick one winner. We'll give a mask away, a shirt away, and a goodie bag for you guys.
Nice.
All right? So that's what I can do.
Clean. I like that purple clean.
Oh yeah.
Purple's clean.
Oh yeah. Purple and black. That pink and black.
I don't think we have anything purple. I don't think I've seen any purple.
No.
That's why
Not
it
for girls.
jumps out like that. I'd wear it. I don't care.
Yeah, you like that violet?
Yeah, I got some Kobe's shoes that would go nice with that mask right there.
All
So
right.
I could do that purple.
All right, so we might have to get some more purple shirts in. Well, who knows? They might already be getting made.
Purple tights? Who knows?
What up, Bitter? How you doing? All right, guys. So make sure you guys are keeping it locked. Share this on Facebook. Please tag some people on Instagram. Go to YouTube. Press subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications so you guys get all the updates for that. Go to YouTube and do this, right? If you guys want to be in the newsletter, you guys should text Titan Medical to the number 22828. That means go to your text option on your phone, type in 22828, and text the word Titan Medical. All right, Drew?
That's simple, real easy. You can also check out the podcast, listen to us on your way to work. That's simple.
Right in your ears.
We're everywhere. We can get annoyed with our voices, or you can learn to love us.
Yes.
You can learn to love us.
Yes. And you guys will love the information we are throwing out to you guys. Try to be funny, bring you guys some lifestyle stuff, some health stuff, and teach you guys some stuff about our therapies and health all in general. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. We will see you guys next Friday, 2 p.m. Big Drew, Titan Lifestyle.
2 p.m. I'm out. I'm tightened up. Y'all better tighten up.